Eurovision Pre-party Riga 2018, and our topic this year is magical rendezvous as we had in 2003. And for these magical rendezvous, we are having DoReDos from Moldova, we have Ieva from Lithuania, Czech Republic is represented by Mikolas, our very own Laura, and special guest today is Amber from Malta. And nevertheless, we also have another special guest, Filip Kirkoro. So, before we start our lovely question session, I would love to give word to Miroslavs, who is organizer of this event.
Thank you very much. Paldies visiem, kuri atnākuši uz mūsu press konferenci, kuri būs arī šovakar. I will continue in English, of course. I'm very happy to see all of you here, guys. Really happy. I can't even say how happy I am to see you here at the Eurovision Pre-party in Riga 2018. Tonight we have a great party, and I'm sure we'll have a great night with journalists, with the fans, with everyone. So I just want to wish you all the luck, wish you luck tonight, and of course I will wish you good luck in the Eurovision Song Contest in Lisbon, and I'm sure I will see all of you in the final. So good luck.
As we are going on with magical rendezvous, I would like to ask DoReDos. Your song is My Lucky Day. I think you already had your lucky day when you joined forces and met Filip Kirkoro. But if you had another chance to meet another Eurovision participant, former participant, who would that be, and what would you ask them? What advice would you ask them for?
It's a hard question for me. I think just a Filip Kirkoro.
Okay.
It's the best of the best.
He's godfather of Eurovision.
Moldova have good taste.
Yeah, no doubt at all. Would you like to tell us a couple of words more about your song and your performance?
Oh, it's very nice, very funny song. We love this song very much. And you know, we put our soul in this song. And I think we will have a good performance on the stage, because our show is gonna be very funny, and I hope everything like it.
Oh, then no doubt about that. Thank you. Ieva, when we are old, but you have managed to do a lot of things, not even getting your title of your song. I've read that you've been to India. You probably had your magical rendezvous over there, some revelations. In a couple of words, would you tell about your experiences?
Hello everybody, it's very nice to be here. And hello. Yeah, I have been in India for 4 times, I think so. Yeah, and I will go this September again. It is my favorite trip and my favorite journey in my life. And I'm getting lessons how to meditate and how to concentrate yourself. So it's really helping me like a person. And when I'm being on stage, so because my song is very lyrical, so I should be very calm. So meditation in India helping me a lot.
Did your song come to you during your meditations?
I didn't write this song by myself. Vytautas Bikus wrote the song, but this song is magical. Yeah, this song is something, I don't know. When I'm singing this song, so it's kind of meditation for me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mikolas.
Hey.
This year, the song is the one you really wanted to perform for Czech Republic, isn't it so?
Yeah, I guess, first of all, thanks for coming, everybody. It's good to be here. Yeah, I released the song before the national final happened, and then I went into the national round with this track that I wrote and produced and stand behind. So it was a pleasure to get to do it on Eurovision as well.
I also researched a little bit, and there was a fact that you've been performing like a street performer. Which countries or towns are the best for buskers?
That's a good question. So if you go to Vienna, you will be most likely stopped by police, like I was, and taken to police station. So not that town, but yeah, I used to do this job when I was beginning my career. I spent about a year and a half playing on the street, not only trying to lose stage fright, but also trying to make some money for my productions. So I went all over to Hamburg, Oslo. Of course I played in my city, in Prague as well. Started playing in the subway there when I was 15. And Zurich was amazing as well. I love that. Yeah. I mean, every city was really cool. Even Vienna was really cool, so yeah.
So, did it heal your stage fright?
Yes, it did, because a lot of things can happen on the street. A lot of nice things and a lot of bad things. So sometimes you're playing and somebody throws a water bottle at you and you just have to cope with it and keep on playing. But whenever now I get on stage, it's just like, I don't have to worry about the weather, it's not raining, I don't have to worry about the police, nobody's chasing me, so actually it's kind of enjoyable now.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Laura, you have amazing already experience, and not only your home country, your second home country, and even in New York, but if you weren't involved with music, if you weren't a singer, what would you do? What's another occupation maybe you could try?
Well, I mean, first of all, thank you for having me, and welcome to Latvia, everyone who's new here. That's a tough question because I've always known I wanted to be an artist, so trying to imagine my life without music is very odd. Likely, I would do something maybe with dance, if it could still be an entertainment, because I am a trained dancer. I did ballet for like 8 years, and I love dancing. Or maybe something with animals, I think. So, yeah.
And it's about a funny girl. This song, and I think it did really well in our selection. Would you like to tell a little bit more about song? How did that song come to you?
Well, all of my songs are from personal experience, so that definitely was an inspiration for the song. And I love writing music that has soul to it. I love pop music, and I think it's super fun, but I like giving a soulful approach to it. And the song actually came very naturally. I was just playing around with some chords and, you know, reflecting about what was happening at that moment, the story. And it kind of came really naturally. I think I finished the song maybe in half an hour, and it was 4 a.m. before a trip, but it just kind of came with an inspiration. So those are my favorite songs.
So fingers crossed for you.
Thank you, thank you.
And Amber, you've been really busy since 2015 when you participated at Eurovision Song Contest. And you've been involved with so many interesting projects and education, voluntary work, and everything. And I was wondering, before that, just to get into that, to get into the music, into the voluntary work, was it an easy road to that, a smooth sailing?
Well, basically, first of all, thank you for all of you coming here, and thank you all for inviting me to come to Latvia. It's my first time, and I'm loving it. And basically, everything I do, everything we do, is always tough. There's always a heavy road, a hard road ahead. But believing in yourself and believing in what you're doing, for example, I love music quite a lot, and in Malta, it's unfortunately very difficult to do this full time. And I graduated as a teacher in 2016, but I decided to take music full time. And nowadays I released my own albums called Redemption, and I'm working on music full time. I'm mostly at the studio, working on new tracks, working on my own music, writing my own music, which is something I enjoy doing, and it's also something new for me. And also volunteer work. For the past 5 years I've been going to Africa and doing volunteer work there. I'm now part of a non-governmental organization where we do different projects there. I'm part of education and medical.
And it's become part of me basically. It's become just like music, that's important. It's not always easy. It's not always easy to collaborate things. I'm always busy with different things. But if you believe in what you're doing and you're just enjoying it, you'll find time for sure. So I'll try to balance out things.
Wonderful. We will hear you sing tonight. And to finish up this round, Mr. Eurovision, you have a great team you're supporting. How has it been for you? Amber just told it's not always easy work to be on stage and prepare for the shows. What is the most important to?
But first of all, I want to say to everybody, joy of this fantastic city, Riga, because for me it's my beginning. Many years ago, one of my first show was in Riga. It was almost 30 years ago. I was almost 20, and I am 50. But I have a great experience in a fantastic adventure named Eurovision, starting my life in '95. It was not very successful for me. Russia was, I think, was second or first entry, and I came number 17. But the day when it was final, I say to myself that I will back the Eurovision, of course, and I will try to do the best and try to sometime to win, but not like a singer, of course, like a producer, like a composer. And last 15 years, here I represent small part of dream team that we make in 2005 with first entry of Elena Paparizou winning in Kiev. Then starts our great project in Eurovision since Dima Bilan, first his first and second entry when he was number 2 and number 1. You remember the number with the piano, with the dancer. Another one of my favorite projects is Annie Lorak, Ukraine, 2008. Number 2, so place number 2 with Shady Lady. And great performance of last year's. It's Sergei Lazarev 2 years ago. It was number 3, but all bookmakers said that he will gonna win, and we was already little bit my dream come true, but again not. So, but for me it's not a contest. For me it's a meeting of great people, of great atmosphere, and I want to say to everybody that if you come once in Eurovision, you start to kind of virus, you know, virus. It's a forever, always Eurovision in your heart, something make explosion every year. So for me it's more than contest, more than something regular. One time a year, I put 2 weeks in my life, I dedicate to Eurovision Song Contest. Last year, Russia, you know, was not in the contest, so we skipped. This year, we met with DoReDos in last year's New Wave Festival. It was in Riga, in Jurmala a few years ago, but now it's Sochi, and they won this contest. I was in jury, we met each other, and we decided to do something. Next step is Eurovision. Of course, the guys work in a different style of music that's maybe singing, all represent all singers here. But for all projects in these years, we try to make music especially for these artists. Dima, Annie Lorak, Dima Koldun, by the way, Belarusia, I forgot about his entry in 2007. So for me, it's a great time to represent your soul, your atmosphere of your music, and this year Moldova. And I'm very happy to meet some guys from the contest, and because I know all songs, of course, I follow from the finals. I try to be involved of all countries, and it's a destiny. That's my show tonight. It's the same day of Eurovision party in Riga. So I want again to invite everybody to our show before your night and be my guest tonight. And it will make each other closer, because I think that everybody here, first of all, for love of music. I'm sorry for my English, but it's not my really strong part of my talent. But I try to be understandable, even especially for my Czech colleague, because my youth, youngers, is associating with great Czech singers, Irzy Korn, and Helena Vondrachkova. It my youngs, and we was a kid, and for Soviet television, the best, very famous singers was from Czech Republic, and these exactly two great singers. I know that they are still singing, and if you have a chance to say to them hello from Russia, please do it, because they are fantastic singers. And Irzy Korn and Helena. Yes.
Thank you. And as you heard also from Philip's experience, Eurovision is the place or the event where magic things can happen. You can meet people, you can become creative family, get contacts and everything. And a very important part of this event is over there. And I think it's time to give the place for journalists to ask some questions for you. The first one, the bird one? Yes, JP, please.
Hi, JP from Radio International. Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to welcome the new guys to the family of the Eurovision Song Contest. What are your expectations? That's the first question to take part of Eurovision. For Philip and Amber, you have been part of Eurovision before. What is your advice to the new guys? Thank you.
I guess I'll start. My expectation, I think, is just to be on a real wild ride and to meet a lot of wonderful artists from so many different countries. I think it's such an honor to be participating in this, and Eurovision has such a brilliant idea and an amazing initiative to bring so many cultures together through music and art, and it's celebrating the differences that we all have, right? Every country has something different to bring. So I think my expectations are to learn a lot, and honestly to have a lot of fun, and hopefully to make Latvia very proud.
So, you've said everything that I wanted to say. Maybe I should have gone first. Yeah, I think it's so for me personally, I was doing an interview in which they asked me how much experience do I have with playing live, and I said throughout my whole career I haven't really performed on so many stages, so for me as a street musician it's going to be a huge experience. I never played in an arena, I never played in front of 250 million people, I guess none of us really have. So yeah, I expect to learn a lot as well, and then again, just being here with these guys, getting to know each other. I just found out that Laura is living in New York and she's working as a music composer, which is really cool. So yeah, maybe we'll get to work in the future, and that's why we're here. So yeah, hopefully that's enough.
So running, okay. You're so fast. Okay, so they mentioned so many things that I'm thinking the same, but for me, the most important thing is relationships, and I think that this contest is a very nice place where we can show that there's no walls in this world and in Europe, because I think that we are all human beings with the same senses and things, you know, with sadness, happiness, and everything, and music is that language that we can understand, everybody of us. It doesn't matter language, it doesn't matter anything, but music is that thing that really can open those walls among us. So.
Oh, I agree with them, guys. I think we have a lot of friends. I think we will have a lot of experience, and I think we will have a lot of fun.
For me, I remember words of Johnny Logan. He was in '95. My contest was in '95 in Ireland. It was the year with the 4 times every year Ireland was winner country. And he say, for meeting of many countries, he say, enjoy. And I fully agree with him. I think the most important feeling is enjoy of their self and the joy of audience. This is the most important, because it's a show. For me, it's a TV show. And everything is for people who watching this fantastic event named Eurovision Song Contest of many years. And this is the main for me, to enjoy. Not for like, you must win, you must go, and yes, everybody dream about to be winner of Eurovision Song Contest. But this is not must to be a first point in your mind, in your brain. First point is must be enjoy of these months for preparing, last 2 weeks of the final destination, even in semi-final and final night. And of course I want to wish to everybody who is here to represent their song 3 times. Really, it's the most important.
Well, I've learned a lot from Eurovision, and one of the most important things which I've learned is building relationships. We should put aside the competition and focus on building relationships with other countries, with other artists, with the fans. And those 2 weeks in Eurovision are the most important for me. Apart from building relationships, you'll gain a lot of knowledge, you'll gain a lot of experience, and without any doubt, you'll mature in the way you see music, the perspective you see yourself as a singer, as an artist, you grow for sure. But my advice to you all is focus on those 3 minutes. Those 3 minutes are yours. Don't think of any competition. I always say that in 10 years' time, for example, when I go back on YouTube and search my performance, I say, I gave it my all, and that's the most important thing, and I'm proud of what I did. And I think that's the most important thing you need to keep in mind. Focus on those 3 minutes, give it your all, because that's the most important thing, that's the only thing which you'll keep on saying for the rest of your life. So that's my advice.
Thank you. Thank you. Any more questions? Yeah, Tatiana?
Hi everyone, I'm Tatiana from Altarock website. Last year this ballad from Portugal, really beautiful ballad, won, and it had a sort of social and personal meaning. Do you think it means that it's going to become a sort of a trend and another ballad shall win this year, or do you think people are going for some contrast and want to choose a feel-good song this year? Thank you.
I'll start again. I think at the end of the day, people are looking for a song they will connect with and a performance that will touch their hearts in some way and a story that's well told on stage. So of course that there are trends, but I think that really anything could happen in Eurovision, right? We've had everything. So I think it's going to be about the person that on those 3 minutes are able to really give it their all and connect with the audience. And we'll see what happens.
Don't start first. Okay, so I'm thinking the same, that we never know who can win, because Lardy won, Lena won, Sabrali won, we don't know. But I think that, if people can feel you, then it will go. So I'm trying for my personal performance, so I'm trying to put myself, that people can feel me, and no acting in my song, don't try to put, something that I cannot feel. So I think that the most important thing that You should feel what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're doing like pop song, it doesn't matter if you're doing lyrical song. You should feel it. 100%. What are you doing? So that's my answer.
I think no one can say who will win, but you know, the artist must to know and must to do in a stage what he wants for 100% and put in his performance all soul and heart.
Yeah, it's true. I think all countries represent unique songs. Every year it was like that. But what people make atmosphere on the stage, and the most atmospheric song of the atmospheric of the year will gonna win. So it's every year is different. We will see atmosphere in Portugal, and we will see who will gonna win. 2 months, and we will know. But everybody hope that he will gonna win. So we'll see.
I always say, I have to agree with you all, the more realistic the performance is, the better it goes. And when I say realistic, it doesn't mean it has to be a ballad or a simple pop song. It's about enjoying it and giving it your all. I always believe that people watching, either at the arena or on television, can feel what you're singing about. If they don't feel that connection, if they can't relate, if they can't empathize, then it's irrespective if you have the best song, the best pop song, or the most powerful and emotional ballad. As long as you give it your all, as long as you transmit to whoever is watching you, then I think the winning song will win then.
I completely agree with you, and I think that if I say anything else, then I will be just repeating what we all said. So to save you time, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? Yeah, Ian?
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Latvia. I love this country. I like coming back. Thank you for your welcome. Quick question. A lot of love, a lot of talking about we're friends and all that, but actually, be frank, when you look at each other at the contest, do you check each other out?
Yes. Okay, I got to answer first. So, is that okay with you? Cool. That's a good question. Of course, the competition plays a big part in this, and it depends on how you look at it. So, it can be a great motivation for everybody. Seeing all the national rounds, especially the one that's going on, or that one Melody Festival and that went on in Sweden, was something that I watched and I was like, wow, this is really big. It was something that really motivated me, and I hope to keep it in the positive way, not in a way in which we would be looking at each other like, no, maybe he has a better song than I do, or maybe he has a better stage performer. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. What matters is that you leave Eurovision a better performer, a better musician, and hopefully you get to know all of this because of the people that you have seen around you. So, yeah. Who would like to go next?
So you say, I hate him. For me, a joke, of course. For me, I so like talented people. I was really happy when I saw, for example, Mikolas. He was one of the first who goes to which country was to decide who will go. Who will go to Eurovision Song Contest. And when I saw his video clip, then I saw his performance in Ukrainian final, I said to myself, and but then start going something very strange, because this year a lot of countries sent a great singers, young men. Even one of the last was Sweden and Norway. Norway sent again Alexander Rybak. Sweden sent again I think, and Belarusia sent Ukrainian singer Alexeyev, and the Ukrainians sent one of the, for me, have a big chance to be in final singers. So this year, for example, for Mikolas, it's not easy, will be, but I crossed my fingers for you, because he, he's very talented. So when I see talented people, I'm very excited. So even everybody who is here in the table, in a press conference here, they're all very smiling, young and talented people, because untalented people never go to represent even small country. So here is the winners of 2018 of each country. So everybody is talented. So I respect talented, and I'm happy to be one team in tonight or maybe later. Really, I swear, because for me it's not a war, it's a contest. It's not a war. Contest. It's interesting. It's a fun. Everything for fun and for enjoy. For me, I say. Very easy to say truth.
Yeah, so today I can see just positive things, but I think when we will be in semifinals, so it can be everything, I don't know. But now it's okay, yeah, we're like friends. He just gave me jacket. so everything is really love and peace. Just for now, it is like that.
I think I'm just excited to meet everyone who's participating in this. As he was saying, there's so many talented artists in this, and of course it's a competition, but when I meet people, I'm not much in that spirit. I'm just like, there's talent from so many different parts of the world in here, and we get to hang out and meet, and I think that's an awesome thing. And yeah, I guess like checking each other out and just being like, wow, you're real, you're here, this is so cool. But yeah, I think we all worked really hard, and we're also happy to be here, and I truly hope that everyone does great on stage. So.
I believe as long as the competition is healthy, then it's okay. In this contest, a bit of competition I think is important, because it makes you work even harder, seeing your competitors and all that, but it shouldn't deviate from the true aim of Eurovision, that of building relationships, sharing music, and joining forces with different countries through music. So a bit of competition is okay, just as long as you don't deviate from what is the most important thing.
We're done.
Yeah. And on this fabulous note, that Eurovision is a place to build lasting relationship and to enjoy the music, to promote your message through music, I would like to conclude this press conference, and there will be a possibility to talk to all wonderful participants of the pre-party just right after this press conference. They will take places by the little tables, and you have already signed up for the interviews, so we'll just follow the schedule. And thank you very much for being here, and welcome to the family.